The Ninja Attack update is landing on 3.10, and there's a bunch of stuff we've got to talk about. Hello, my friends, and welcome back. I'm Chisgule Gaming, a sponsored content creator for Rise of Kingdoms, and the new update has changes to KVK, a new crossover event, and more. And for those of you that guessed, the 34% of you, that the patch notes would land in the first week of March, congratulations, you were right. So let's get this started. Crossover event coming soon, roughly 1 week after the update. That's the 17th. By the way, if you like Rise of Kingdoms guides that help you get value and smash your enemies, do me a huge favor. Smash like on this video and smash that subscribe button so you don't miss a thing. First up is that the Hayabusa clan, oh gosh, I probably butchered that, will be arriving. What secrets are the ninjas keeping? It's a limited time crossover event. Now, the last time we had a limited time crossover, we got new commanders. Are we getting that here? Assembling the scrolls. Collect scattered fragments, put them together to form the clan secret scrolls. At the same time, earn great rewards, such as avatar frames and name plaques. I mean, look, as cool as an avatar frame and a name plaque is, and I get that from the last crossover event for Diao Chan and Lu Bu, they were kind of cool. Yeah, I don't get excited about that, but I'm sure some people will really like that. The Dragon Ninja and Shinobi of the Shadows bundles are available for a limited time. See, this is where I would expect a legendary commander and an epic commander. Buy them to get lots of rare rewards no longer in circulation. And that's the line that maybe thwarts my theory. Buy them, I mean, maybe it's new commanders and rare rewards that are no longer in circulation. And you may be wondering, Chisgule, what rare rewards are no longer in circulation? And I would be equally confused. My best guesses is that we've got avatar frames, those are my pictures, avatar frames and name plaques that perhaps like you can't access anymore, that you would have a way to go and get, similar to that dice event we had way back in the day where you could go and get some rewards. The other thing was like maybe you could go and get some of these limited structures. I feel like these collection items are cool as collection items for the, folks that were there. And I get that they want to like create more ways to get them, but some of them had a sort of feeling of accomplishment tied to them. So I don't know. I feel like it's a little weird. I don't exactly know what they're going to be giving us. I really would have expected new commanders. And if they were doing new commanders, I would not expect them to be meta breaking for KVK seasons 1 through 3, because it's got to be in balance with both the end game and the early game. And if it's too overpowered for the early game, it kind of breaks that experience. So we'll see what they do with that. I'm certainly hoping that it'll be exciting. I don't know what that no longer in circulation rare reward would be. But more importantly, the Lost Kingdom season of Conquest is here. Ooh, baby, new optimizations. Since putting the season of Conquest online, we've received lots of suggestions and feedback from governors. Oh yeah, you have. We tried and tested many things and continued to listen to a wealth of voices. Hello, Baba. A wealth of voices from the rock community. In this version, we've decided to reduce crystal buffs during the season of Conquest, add more ways to get crystals, oh my gosh, and increase the number of crystals earned. Wow. Triple threat here. Triple threat. Specific details are as follows. These changes will take place for new seasons and seasons of Conquest already in flight, and there are seasons in flight right now. Significantly increase the number of crystals dropped by barbarians and forts. Wow, okay. Increase the number of crystal rewards for completing Bastion quests. I think that's a great choice. Reduced the difficulty of Bastion quests. I think that's also good. Dude, the Bastion quest system is a great idea, but the quests should all be fun. I don't want to give up the things that I either paid money for or spent time grinding as a part of a quest. Give me your gold. No, I don't want to. Well, okay. So now you can have a reduced cooldown on that quest time, so you could switch to one of the quests you actually wanted to do. And hopefully by reducing the difficulty, they mean like, maybe I'm not giving up, I don't know what it was, like 500,000 gold. Maybe it's like 100,000 gold or 200,000 gold. They also reduced the power of Season of Conquest barbarians as well as the action point cost. Whoa, 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 whoa. Stop, 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 stop. Stop everything. I don't see a note here about the rewards of the barbarians. I don't know if everybody understands what a loot fest this is going to be and what a barb grinding event this is going to be if they did not also reduce the loot drop of barbarians commensurate with the action point cost. I think it's a good thing if they don't, because then I get a ton of rewards. I was farming a legendary material per day from these barbs. If you're telling me that I can farm 20% more or 30% more for the same action point cost, oh my God. That is insane. Okay. The rewards here, get ready to AoE barb farm, baby. We've got a guide on how to do that if you want, but we'll see exactly what that'll look like. The thing I will say, though, is that when the barbs get easier, that means so many more people are going to be chaining. It's honestly going to be a lot harder to do. We'll see how this works out. The strategic view of the world map will display the location of the bastions. Fine. Reduce the duration of Kahar the Hidden to 30 minutes and that of Kahar's Treasure to 10 minutes. Yeah, people were mega cheesing. You could do the same thing with Lohars, except these Kahars would last for a really long time, where you would block teleport space, block flag building space with Kahar and Kahar's Treasure. I mean, it's pretty cheesy. It's pretty cheesy, but people were doing it. You use every tool at your disposal. I'm glad they reduced the time for that because, that's some big cheese. The following changes will take effect in Seasons of Conquest that begin after the update has landed. So this is future Seasons of Conquest. We have reworked the Combat Center related buffs. So that's a big word, reworked. Reworked basically the combat branch of Crystal Research Center buffs. Reworked does not mean like increased or lowered specifically. It could also mean that they rearranged things. They changed the order. They could have added things, removed things. Reworked to me means probably not added things, but reworked is a strong word for changing the effectiveness of what's there and maybe even its order. Increase the conversion capacity of crystal mines. I think that means how many crystals you can work on converting resources to crystals at any moment in time, which is really nice. Should I have to log in every 7 hours to make my crystal mine go? Maybe, but probably not. Greatly reduce the time it takes to upgrade the crystal mine and research center. Nice. You save speed ups. Greatly reduce the time it takes to research crystal technologies. Reduce the research speed ups required. I don't know what I'm going to do with all my building and research speed ups now, but this is good for 99.999% of players, which is a good thing in my book. Added Seasons of Conquest, which can be completed to earn a large number of speed up items. Ooh, nice. This is what I'm talking about. Quests that people want to do for rewards that they're really excited to get. Okay, getting speed ups is great. Before I would have said, if you weren't at T5, this event was maybe not the greatest place to be. And now, maybe it is the greatest place to be. So the joke is actually going to be on all the people who migrated back to a younger kingdom to try to avoid Season of Conquest, because it's about to be so good for your account that you're going to be like, oh God, I wish I was there. Okay. Added a lot of achievements, which grant crystal chests. When unlocked, these chests can be used in the next Season of Conquest to gain crystals. Allow me to make a bold prediction, people. Why would they do this? Because a whale is still probably going to need to buy crystals to get ahead of things. And the difference now is that a whale will get max tech much sooner, and everybody probably also can get max tech in a reasonable amount of time, if I had to guess, and I am literally just guessing. So what this does is it makes it potentially, I'm just guessing, so that if you either are very vigilant about doing all your quests in a free-to-play way, or if you've spent to get crystals, if that's even still a thing, which I don't know if it will be, but I assume so, that you can then, instead of just having all your crystals be waste after you've maxed out your tech, you're going to get some of these in the form of crystal chests, which you could hold on to. And so, although they might recycle all the crystals at the end of KVK, you get to keep your crystal chests. So you can start the next season and maybe not have to spend as much. I don't know. I'm pretty eager to see, why would they add this? I think that it's because they want people to still buy crystals, and they don't want people to feel like every crystal they get after they max their tech is just fully wasted. I think that would actually be quite nice. At the same time, for any kingdom that begins the next Season of Conquest after the update, 1.5 million crystals will be given to each governor to help them get a good start. That's nice. And that makes sense, because the thing is, you got to get your crystal mine to a certain level, but unless you spent some money, you couldn't do that. You couldn't even get your engine started, so you were just 10 days behind, just because you couldn't even start really. So I think this is really solid. You start with 1.5 million crystals, sort of a boon. Welcome to the Lost Kingdom. Here's your crystals. Don't get wrecked. We hope the above changes will bring a better season of Conquest experience to all governors. At the same time, we apologize for any negative impact this may have had on governors who've already participated in the season of Conquest. We'll be sending compensation items to governors from kingdoms who have already participated or currently participating in the season of Conquest. Be sure to claim it. Wow, I thought they already did that. So that's cool. Okay, great. Lucerne Scrolls optimizations. I wouldn't have expected they needed to optimize this. I thought it was fine, but okay. What are they changing? Many governors feel like the Lucerne Scrolls are too difficult and take too long. I wouldn't have said that. We have thus decided to decrease the difficulty of Lucerne Scrolls and to make each event shorter. What I will say is this. Actually, let me reword that. Let me reword this. I thought Lucerne Scrolls was designed that you had to spend money to get the best rewards, which, I mean, you do have to spend some money. But I guess what they're saying is it's too hard if you spent at the lowest tier of the bundle to actually get to the top tier reward. So in that regard, I think that, yeah, reducing the difficulty is a cool idea. I dig it. And they have a brand new display. Fine. They've made each season 50 days, down from 8 weeks. Okay. I mean, I like cycling through content more quickly. I think it's cooler to get new stuff faster, so I think that's cool. Reduce the difficulty of the Lucerne Scrolls event. I think this is making it so that more people who paid anything can get access to the top end of those Lucerne rewards, which I think is actually a very good thing. And as I talk through this, I understand more and more why they did this. They added quest rewards for Ancestors' Legacy and Divine Inheritance. So I think that's both tiers. The free-to-play and pay-to-obtain tiers of Divine Inheritance or quest rewards. That's cool. If I'm remembering correctly, that's great. And you will still be able to purchase the Archaeologist after purchasing Treasure Hunter. Okay, so you can upgrade to the higher tier of the, reward bundle if you bought the lower tier of the reward bundle. Here's what I think about this overall. I think that a season pass is a pretty reasonable way for a mobile game to monetize. Usually the way that a season pass works is that it is far and away the highest value bundle you can possibly get in the game, not even close. Usually that's how it works. The very first time they did Lucerne Scrolls, that was definitely not the case, or at least it didn't feel that way. They reworked the rewards to be much more plentiful, and they're certainly headed in that direction and felt pretty on target in that regard. But going a step further to say these are, I assume, once we see what they are, we'll see, but I assume this will be the best rewards for your money in the game. That's my guess. That is fully what I would guess this is going to become. The best rewards in the game for your money. Probably even better than the 30-day gem supply, to be perfectly honest, depending on how much they increase the rewards. Which I think is a good thing for a season pass or battle pass. Right? Like, a healthy way, in my opinion, to monetize a game such that the game can continue to exist is with something that costs a little, but lots of people get it, so that everybody gets access to lots of rewards, rather than a smaller number of players getting extremely overpowered, which is kind of how this game works now. But if this goes in the direction of being a really plentiful set of rewards for very little money, I think that's a really cool idea. Here we go. Other changes. We've noticed a number of issues with the kingdom list. By the way, the other changes are usually some of the most compelling changes, so this is really important. Issues with the kingdom list and Lost Kingdom displays. They have difficulty finding the Lost Kingdom. These issues will be resolved sometime after the update. We've designed new screens for kingdom lists and renumbered Lost Kingdom servers to be more intuitive. Okay. I'll take your word for that. I can't wait to see it. In order to enable more governors to recruit powerful late-stage commanders. Oh, this is a big deal. And in order to promote a more balanced gaming environment, we will be adjusting the pace of commander acquisition after the end of KVK Season 3. Now, once a kingdom finishes Lost Kingdom Season 3, you can choose the commander. Woo! Now you choose the commander, baby. Mightiest Governor and Wheel of Fortune. Wow. Big deal. At the same time, we'll be adding new ways to acquire commanders that governors access a wide array of commanders as soon as they enter Season of Conquest. Wow. After a kingdom enters Season of Conquest, a new legendary tavern event will take place in which governors have a chance to obtain sculptures for any commander their kingdom can already access. For specific details and schedules, please see the events page. Wow. This is a big deal. This is a big deal. What I think this means is that Mightiest Governor Commanders are a way to get Mightiest Governor Commander sculptures. But if this operates the way I think it does, basically you could very quickly get any commander that is in the game after KVK Season 3. Like, I don't know what other restriction there would be acquiring new commanders that are available to your kingdom. Like, what wouldn't be available to your kingdom at that point? Like, the Wheel of Fortune is there, and the Mightiest Governor is there. Maybe they just mean you can't get Lubu, which, all right, well, I don't know that anybody was going to be too heartbroken about that. The size of teams in Ceroli Crisis and Ian's Ballads scenario will be increased from 4 to 5, and the difficulty of bosses will be adjusted accordingly. This, to me, makes no sense whatsoever. The only reason they would do this is if they are preparing for some other major shift to Ceroli and Ian's Ballads. Do you see what I'm saying? There's literally zero reason to do this. Like, why give yourself extra work? Those modes are working. They're fun. People get rewards. The only reason you would go from 4 to 5 is because you have some big thing planned, and it just makes way more sense to have 5 instead of 4. That could be new bosses. That could be new mechanics. But the only reason you would make this change, I feel like, which is a ton of work, rebalancing everything, which they're going to be rebalancing this for so long because it's just so hard to rebalance every instance, like every raid. I have to think something is coming in the future, and this is just a stepping stone to get there. Resources protected by storehouses can no longer be transported. Well, this is weird. What I think this means is that resources that are under your storehouse protection limit can not be moved. So I think that means whatever my max capacity is that they have listed here, anything above that probably can be transported, but once you get down to just under 3 million of food, as an example, I can't transport that 3 million. Like, I don't understand why that's such a big deal, but maybe that's stopping some sort of resource selling or something. If you have any ideas for that one, definitely let me know down below in the comments. As the dust settles on the battlefield of Osiris League Season 3, Season 4 is on its way. Ooh, brand new rules, more pre-match coverage, and even more in-depth statistical analysis. Get ready for the greatest showdown ever. I mean, this is all really exciting. These are some huge changes to the game, the way that things are going to work, and there's a lot to look forward to here. Whether you're into the super competitive gameplay that allows you to really demonstrate a high level of skill in Ark of Osiris League, or you're looking for the cutthroat nature of the Season of Conquest and KVK. Man, this update has a lot of stuff that I am very excited for. But let me know down below in the comments what you think about all of these changes. I'll be keeping my eye on that Ninja Gaiden 3 crossover event. I'm very curious. Around the 17th is when that's going to land. Really curious for what that'll hold for us in the future. And I'm so hopeful that this is going to bring the balance changes needed for everybody to enjoy the Season of Conquest, so that we could all have fun smashing each other to bits and pieces. If you enjoyed this video, do me a huge favor. Throw a like on here, subscribe, and until next time, have fun smashing the kingdom.